Welcome, Solo P1. Welcome. Keep It Sports. Welcome. So, it's been nearly 24 hours since the game yesterday. And we will talk about it. And we'll talk about some transfers as well. But yeah, this is it's crazy. It's crazy what happened yesterday at the Emirates. Especially with that geek Martinelli, the clown of the day, the clown of the season. For me, him not getting a red card was crazy. But we're going to talk about that. But if you're watching, remember, hit that subscribe button. We want to get the subscribes. And the most importantly, we want you to like the video because the likes are so important. We love doing these videos. This is our passion. YouTube, putting our opinion out there. We know we're not the biggest channel. We know we haven't got the biggest views or subscribers, but we still love doing it because we just love making content and putting it out there for you mans to listen to and watch us, because we also do audio as well. We're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, and yeah, we're everywhere. So if you want to follow us on the iTunes, it's called Solo P1 Podcast. Keep It Sports, and everything's there for you to get into. That's the name at the bottom. That's the actual name. And yeah, remember guys, on the podcast as well. So we're waiting for you guys to filter in. I can see a couple filtering in before we'll get going. And then when everyone starts coming in, I'll give you my opinion and after what happened yesterday. Not the game, really, not the actual game of football, that's what we should be talking about, which we will. But it's what happened yesterday on the football pitch regarding Conor Bradley and Martinelli, the clown. This is why I've put him as a thumbnail as the clown. Krusty the Clown, if you remember them games. Krusty the Clown. He's a clown. And for him not to get a red card yesterday, I was totally shocked that he didn't get a red card. Totally shocked. So let's just get a bit of music on and then we'll start this video. But yeah, it should have been a red card. And he got away with it. His actions yesterday, Martinelli, the way he pushed, he literally grabbed Conor Bradley yesterday and kind of threw him onto the side. That could have caused his injury even worse. Even worse. The guy went down. Conor Bradley went down with some ligament damage, knees, quad. I don't know what's happened with Conor Bradley. I haven't really gone through the news today regarding Conor Bradley and his injury. I don't know how bad it is, but it looked bad. And for Gabriel Geek Clown Martinelli to walk over there, grab him and try to throw him off the football pitch was absolutely out of order. Out of order. And the only person that I saw with my eyes go over there and show something, some fight, I would say two, maybe McAllister to an extent. But Ibra Konate was the only one I saw go over there and show some spirit and some fight. I never saw nobody else going over there. I never saw nobody going over there arguing the case, gripping mans up. Gary Neville said it himself. And I'm not the biggest fan of Gary Neville. Gary Neville said himself, I'm surprised one of the Liverpool players didn't go over there and give him a kicking. Facts. Because if that was me and my teammate and I was playing football, yeah, I'm going over there and I'm drop kicking him, 2-footed, and I'm taking the red card for the team. You do not put your hands on a player when he's down injured. Who the hell does he think he is? Who the hell does Gabriel Martinelli think he is? He should have been red carded. He should have been red carded. The fact that he got a yellow card, it shows there's no justice in the Premier League when it comes to Liverpool. No justice. I would have went over there, 2-footed drop kick right in the back of his legs. And I would have slept that night after I'd done it. And I would have took the red card for the team. I would have took the fine what was coming to me. But if I was Liverpool Football Club and I did that and I played for Liverpool, I'd say to me, if I owned the club, I'd say, you know what? Good on you. I'm going to give you a bonus for doing that. Because I would have went over there and I would have drop kicked him clean. And I would have felt no way about it. The fact is, I never saw none of the players show any fight. No one gripped him up. The only person I saw showing fight is Konate. Ibra Konate was the only one I saw showing fight. Nobody else. I saw him go over there, push Jesus into the front row. That's it. He saw Declan Rice coming over there trying to show something. What's he going to do? But the fact is, Conor Bradley was injured and Gabriel Martinelli showed disrespect to our football club. Disrespect. I don't care if we're at the Emirates. Don't care. We're Liverpool Football Club. You are Arsenal. That's where the conversation ends. That's where the debate ends. You have never won no trophy, no European trophy in your existence. We have. We've won 6 of them. And the rest of it as well. Cup Winners' Cup, whatever you want to name. We are Liverpool Football Club. You should be honoured that Liverpool Football Club is going to your Crossley Stadium, the Emirates. You should be honoured. You should be saying, you know what, rolling out the red carpet. And the fact is, he didn't get a red card, Gabriel Martinelli. No red card. It was a yellow. Utter disgrace. Utter disgrace. Let's move on towards the match. After this incident, something what didn't it never sat right with me after this year. Not long after this, I'm seeing Alisson talking with the Arsenal players, like they're in a playground, like they're going to the cinema, like they're socialising. What are we doing here? When we're on that football pitch, I don't care if you know the guy, yeah? Probably does. The Brazilians all know each other, innit? Yeah? They probably have parties together. They probably have, when Alisson puts on his barbecues, he probably invites them all around. Good for him. But when you're on this football pitch, you're fighting for the badge. I don't want to see socialising on the football pitch. Don't want to see, not interested. I want to see you kick ball. I don't want to see you socialising, especially after what happened with Conor Bradley. Socialising, hugging each other. Don't want to see that. Don't want to see... I want to see these guys. I want to see Liverpool, yeah, showing some more fight, man. When decisions go against us, I want to see Liverpool players in the referee's face, like they used to do when Henderson was there back in the day, when Hendo was there, when Hendo was the captain. You know, I want to see fight when I think he was the captain, Steven Gerrard. I want to see fight. When Milner was there, sticking it on people. You come to Anfield, or we go somewhere else and you put something against us, yeah? We're going to fight. Not just stand there and laugh like Virgil does. You know, I love Virgil. Brilliant captain. One of the best, to me, the best, probably one of the best defenders in the Premier League era. But you've got to show some more fight, bro. You have to show some more fight, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Look, at the end of the day, we ain't got a big channel. Probably never going to see this video, but I'm still going to put my opinion out there. Virgil should have went up to Gabriel Martinelli and man grip him. Grab him by his shirt and fling him on the floor and do something. Instead of going up there and smiling. I'm not saying Virgil ain't got the dog in him. I know he has. But he should have showed it yesterday. Kanate showed it. And I believe if Curtis Jones was there, he would have showed it as well. Because Curtis Jones showed me something when we played Everton. When my man was celebrating in front of the fans. Remember when we played Everton? That geek's name, I forgot his name. Curtis Jones showed some fight. And if Curtis Jones was there yesterday in that mix, I think he would have done something as well. I was disappointed in our players, man. They care more about, putting hair gel in the hair, looking good for the cameras, looking good, how long the hair looks. Don't want to see that, What I want to see fight. I want to see fight for the players. And I don't want to see socializing, swapping mobile phone numbers on the pitch, even after the pitch when the match finishes. Do that in the back, man. I don't want to see that on TV. I don't want to see that when I go to Anfield soon. I don't want to see socializing on the football pitch, especially against Arsenal. The teams that you should never do it anyway. You should never do it anyway. Man United, Arsenal, any of them teams, you should never do it anyway. Never. I want to see fight for the team. And after yesterday, I don't care if he apologized. I don't care if Martinelli apologized. Damage is done. Don't care. You're only apologizing because the pressure was on you. I don't care. You did it. You knew what you were doing. I remember when you tried to rough up Trent a couple of years ago as well. Think I forgot that? Nah, never forget. It's all in there. Comes out when it needs to. At the end of the day, Liverpool, regarding the game, I thought we went down there, we should have won it. I think we should have won the game. Personally, I think the first half, it was a defensive masterclass. I think it was a defensive masterclass yesterday. 100%. And I think in the second half, we should have won the game. Frimpong was there, should have won the game. Vert's looking good as well. Should have won the game. But it is what it is. I'm going to bring in my co-cues, my partner in crime, Mr. Toto Abba.
We got.
How's it going, Toto?
Yeah, it's going well, man. Just finished my stream on the Saturday. Just finished everything. So yeah, it's been a good day for me. But I just want to get straight into the game and all the controversy that's been going on, really.
Yeah. Like we could talk about it. Just gonna go on, carry
on. But yeah,
the overall,
look, that result I weren't happy with. I weren't happy with the 0-0 result. But the performance I was really, really happy with because we showed something different yesterday. We showed something much different that we did from previous game. Better movement, better overall. Our overall better performance, especially defensively from set pieces, offensively, we were better, much better. The only problem, I don't think we really a problem. We were overall solid, and Slot went with that philosophy, and he played not to concede, basically, and it did work. And he tried to play that counter-attacking football, and what Slot was trying to do, sitting back, waiting, soaking up the pressure, because that's what Arsenal does majority of the time in their matches. So why don't we do the same and we try catch them out? I thought we shocked Arsenal, especially in the second half. We absolutely dominated them in the second half, and we didn't really have I wouldn't say have a match for us, but overall we controlled the game in the second half, which I did not expect to do. at all. Did not expect it in terms of our last performances, where we're just getting dominated. We were losing the ball in midfield. The build-up was all wrong. We didn't really have a style of playing. It was just all breaking down. Now, with Arsenal, I didn't see the boring football. I saw a natural style of play and what our end goal was. Of course, our end goal was probably to keep a clean sheet and not concede. But I think offensively, we were better. For the first 10 minutes of the game, we're rushing the ball a lot, which is understandable. You're not settling in yet. But soon we start settled in, we start being more patient, we look better for it. We created some chances. We could have scored a lot of the times. The chances where Frimpong could have shot, which I think he should have. He was wide open on net. He should have shot. You know, you have to have the confidence to shoot there, but maybe just hasn't got the confidence to shoot there. But yeah, what can I say? Liverpool's performance is great, and I wanna carry that in game after game after game. No, I don't want to see no setbacks. We need to be consistent. We need to be very, very consistent. I think my tone would have been different if we would have drew, but the performance would have been absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
My tone
Right back to the original one. Sorry, you know what you had it originally. Put the mic, when you was direct, because I think you forgot to swap it over. Try it now.
Not better.
Try it now. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Because I just reckon that if we can keep consistent and keep this performance up defensively, because all build-up the build-up play from the last couple of games has been absolutely crap. It wasn't really a style. It was just boring, side to back. There was no really progression. But what we saw today is players actually working together. Our two CDMs working together. Gravenberch doing absolutely amazing progressing the ball forward. Who else? McAllister as well, progressing the ball forward, doing very, very well, So
okay, we'll get into that game in a minute. I want to get your opinion on this, right? I know we'll get into the game. I know you want to get into the game and all that. We start, going through the motions, whatever, yeah. But what was your thoughts on what happened yesterday with Martinelli and Martinelli and Conor Bradley?
It was out of order, man. I was going to say it was out of order. And, we apologized. He said he went to the dressing room and they apologized and all that on his Insta, which again, he did apologize, didn't he? But still, it just doesn't take the fact about what he did. And they're gonna put out the excuse saying, "Oh, maybe you don't know about the injury," but still, the goal's on the floor in pain. You don't roll a guy over off the pitch and try to force him off the pitch when he's on the floor to try to carry on with the game. That's not how it works. I've always said this. Dominic said this in his interview about a player's health is more important. That is true. You don't roll a guy off the pitch who's screaming in pain. And he could have potentially made that injury more worse. Big up to Ibu, big up to Sabazala, big up to Maka sticking up for him, But it was just unneeded. It was not needed. I don't even know what needed is even a word, but it's not needed. For Gabriel Martinelli. Maybe he probably thought that Bradley was trying to kill time. That's why probably. But you don't force a guy off the pitch who's down. I've never saw that before. I've never saw this season. I've never seen it before with different other teams. But it was just disrespectful. It was disrespectful. No sportsmanship. This is why I don't get why we shook hands at the end. When you shake hands at the end of the game, it's to symbolise sportsmanship, saying good game, good sportsmanship, and all that. What bit of sportsmanship did Arsenal show then? What bit of sportsmanship did Arsenal show? What bit of sportsmanship did Martinelli show? What bit of sportsmanship did the whole team show? Them being dirty. Because Arsenal was getting frustrated. Yeah. You know what Arsenal did? Start fouling. And you know what? That played right into our hands. It was playing right into our hands because we were playing better, dominating the ball, giving less chances to Arsenal. Because we were playing so good. We shut them. They didn't expect it. So they got frustrated and they started to foul, started being dirty, started being angry. and then they got desperate towards the end because they knew the set piece goal weren't there,
Yeah.
and they knew that they weren't gonna build up anything because our defense was on lockdown. So Martinelli tried to fast up the game, try to force the guy up the pitch. You don't flipping do that. You don't force the guy off the pitch. He's out of order. It's out of order. Players' house more important at the end of the day, you know. So it's just bad. It's bad what he did.
And I totally agree. Look, you was just saying that basically after the game there was shaking hands. They was doing it during the game as well. I saw when Saka went down, momentarily, I saw Alisson socializing with the players, the Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Don't care if they're from Brazil. You want to do the talking, do it in the back. Don't do it on the football pitch. When you're on the football pitch, yeah, you're going to war. That's it. Liverpool, when we was the underdogs. I know we're the champions of last season, but we were the underdogs. For our current form going into this game, yeah, we are the underdogs. Very simple. We went there, we was missing a lot of players. We didn't have Salah, we didn't have Ekitike, and we didn't have Isaac. Okay? So we're missing players. And we're very light as well on the bench. So we was going into a bit similar to, it's not similar to the Newcastle game. The reason why that was hostile because what happened with the Isaac situation when we snapped their player, and they're still not over it. They're still crying in the river of tears, which I'm very happy about. But it was different with Arsenal because Arsenal, they're on top of the table. They got the momentum. They're set piece specialists, as I keep saying. And we went into that game, right, as the underdogs, because I came on this stream when we done our review. I said that I expect a draw. Because when Liverpool play these big games, when our back's up against the wall, we tend to play well. You get me? We tend to play well. And Arsenal, yeah, they are set piece. They score a lot of their goals from set pieces. Look, Arsenal's last 14 games, yeah, are scored from set pieces. You get me? And we've conceded 13 goals off set pieces, the worst in the league. I think it's the worst in Europe. So this game was looking like Arsenal will probably roll us over in it. But I always had this thing in my head saying, you know what? I think when Liverpool play these big games, we tend to turn up. You get me? We turn up and we step up. And it showed because McAllister, that was his best game of the season. McAllister played absolutely outstanding yesterday. You know what I mean? That's the old Mac 10 that we purchased when Klopp was here, and he showed up. Because I said to you when we done our preview show the other day, I said big players turn up. They turn up, and it showed yesterday. So regarding that, yeah, look, we was going down there playing Arsenal at their ground, yeah. Listening to that nauseating song, London Forever, absolutely nauseating. I just want to just pull my hair out every time I listen to it. But yeah, we went down there. We done a defensive masterclass in the first half. And then the second half, we said, Arne Slot must have said to him, you know what? Go at him. Try and go at him. Don't just sit back and defend. Try and go at him. And they was frustrated because they couldn't get the job done. And I hope this is a lesson. And I hope we've taught the Premier League a lesson to show you how to deal with Arsenal. Because if we would have ever had Isaac or Ekitike on that football pitch, I believe that we would have won this game. I believe that. We didn't have an out-and-out striker. And that's just the way it was. We didn't have an out-and-out striker. Gatbo is not a striker. He's a left winger. Very simple. He's not a striker. Florian Wirtz, he's not a striker either. Even though he can score and he's showing that he's a great player, which I always knew anyway. Showing his skills yesterday on that football pitch, absolutely outstanding. The way he skilled at the man's in the middle of the football pitch. And then Gabriel, with his big stunking head, what did he go and do? Grab flipping Florian Wirtz and try to grip him up and tell him to get up. Who the hell does he think he is, man? Who the hell does he think he is? Walking around. Who the hell does he think he is? The guy's never won a trophy in his life and he's putting his hand on our players. You know what I mean? They never won nothing in their life, man. They come in there like they've won something. They ain't won the league yet, man. They ain't won the league yet. But all I'm saying, I think we controlled the game yesterday, and I think we deserve to win that game. We deserve to win it, my opinion. You muted. You mute yourself.
We played very well, and a lot of people thought we were going to lose. I said myself we were going to lose. You know, it was that kind of game. Thinking, are we actually going to get through this game? But looking at it, that's how you can actually exploit Arsenal. And maybe teams are looking at that game saying, right, Liverpool's not the best of form. Of course, we're still on the unbeaten run, which I still don't know how. But we're still on the unbeaten run. It's a bad unbeaten run, but it's still an unbeaten run at the end of the day. Not something that I'm proud of in terms of how many points we dropped.
Yeah.
But to do that against Arsenal, I think we should be doing that every single. Of course, not the same every single game because people will clock on. But it does work. A low block is very, very effective. I only Slack complains about it, but when you usually get a manager or someone complain against it, you know it's effective.
Mm.
So Arsenal played the low block. We played the low block.
Yeah.
And we just cancel each other out. So then it all comes down to individual performances, and that's when our players came alive. Like all of a sudden, Grav and McAllister played very, very well.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence.
No.
You know, regarding their form, and now having a good performance now, and he was so superior performance from Gravenberch as well, the way he was progressing the ball forward, McAllister defensively, actually contributing to attack, because even though he usually maybe has a decent game defensively, he does nothing in attack, but he done a lot in attack today. I think the way the system has to work, you need all the players playing well, and your double pivot in the 4-2-3-1 is your main stuff, and that's why we've got Gravenberch and McAllister there. And then before the game, I was calling for Maka to get dropped and put Jones there.
Yeah, but I think Mac done a good job yesterday.
But Matt did a great job, and hopefully he carries his form onto future games.
Yeah, totally agree. Total. I thought it was amazing, an amazing game by the boys. I think we stepped up, and I think yesterday regarding the overall game and with the fan base, I think looking on social media and through the groups, I think the majority of us we look united. The fan base look united. I know the fan base has been split down the middle. Well, not down the middle. I would say 75 towards slot out and the rest slot in. But I think yesterday it wasn't about that. Yesterday it was about the fact that we went to that dump of a ground, the Emirates. We went there and we turned up. They thought they was going to roll us over, and they never. Because all they are is set piece merchants. That's all they are. And I hope that we've shown the rest of the Premier League how to beat Arsenal. I know we didn't win, but how to play Arsenal. Do what we do, what we done yesterday, and you'll beat them. You get me? Is it like I said? It was a fact that we didn't have a striker. That's what cost us yesterday. Frimpong yesterday on that wing, absolutely amazing run. Skelly couldn't handle him. Skelly was all over the place. Skelly his chest was breathing 100 miles per hour because he couldn't catch Frimpong. Frimpong had him on toast. You get me? And if Frimpong I know his decision making is questionable, but I think Frimpong yesterday should have went for that shot. He passed it into Wirtz, just missed out on Wirtz. Wirtz just passed Wirtz. Wirtz wasn't in the right position. He was right there, but not enough. But I think Frimpong with that speed, he should have carried on and try and go for the shot because I think we could have scored then. Conor Bradley as well, amazing in the first half. That beautiful shot at the goal just dipped, just went over the bar. Unlucky for him. And Sabazzaline as well. Sabazzaline yesterday with that free kick. Not the first one that went into orbit. I'm on about the second one when he just over the bar. Yeah, we had our chances. We was there. We kept them quiet, and we frustrated them as well, which is always a good thing when we frustrate Arsenal, because Arsenal always think that they're a big club and bigger than they are. You get me? But yeah, man. That's what I think of the game. I think it was overall. I thought we played good yesterday, and I hope this is a sign of us turning stuff around. You get me at the club, turning stuff around, and Yeah. Go ahead, man. Well, I'll set up the thing.
Yeah, I thought man of the match for me has got to be Kirkus.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, forgot
yeah.
about. Why can I forget about it?
It's got to be Kirkus, man. And
Oh,
I
great.
still don't get Arsenal fans having the nerve to come out online and saying Kirkus got cooked. Okay, Saka went past him maybe 1 or 2 times, but the people don't really understand the word cooked. If you say, "Oh, Kirkus got cooked," it means like got past multiple times,
Mm.
and he couldn't handle them. And okay, if Kirk had got cooked, why did Arteta sub him off then? If he was doing so well on the right hand side, why did he sub Saka off? Exactly my point. He handled Saka and Madueke combined. Madueke couldn't get a sniff.
Yeah.
Saka couldn't get a sniff. You know. And
Yeah,
another
agree.
thing I want to say as well. Again, he's my man of the match.
Totally agree,
Kirk
bro.
has had a dog in him, man. He had a dog in him in that game.
Yeah.
Never let him beat him, even though he tried to pace past
He
it.
got beat a couple of. I think he done him a couple once. Saka. I remember he done him.
Yeah.
Then he done McAllister, but after that, not much.
No, of
He
course,
was there
Saka
everywhere.
he's a technical player and he's very, very tricky. The way his feet and the way he dribbles and that, right? But Kirk has held him very, very well.
Yeah, he did.
And I thought our defense held Saka very well because let's face it, that's their best player across the front line. That's their best player across the front line. Not, of course, Declan Rice is also arguably maybe the best player at Arsenal. I don't flipping know. Yeah, but all I know that their front line, Saka's the best on that front line, and Kirk had dealt with him very well. That was their key player there, and Kirk had dealt with him really, really well, and the back line dealt with him as well, as well. There was times where Saka had a couple half-cut chances, were neutralised just like that.
Yeah,
and he was my man of the match for me, and I think he actually got man of the match as
I
well.
haven't got that yet. I don't know about man of the match. I'll say that at the end. I'm just putting these on there. Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm just doing this total. But yeah, guys, if you're watching us, I know you're dipping in and out. Can you please like the video? Don't be a silent listener. If you want to be a silent listener, just if you want to go and like the video and show some support. We'll much appreciated. I'm just sorting out my stuff on here. So Toto, look, there's no football now for I think it's 10 days in the Premier League. I know we've got a cup game on Monday, so do you think this rest period has come at the right time?
Yeah, and I think that FA Cup is a great chance to rest players. I think Slack might go with the kids for that one. I don't think he should.
What kids?
The kids like under 21s and
No.
young players.
Oh, you think?
I reckon he's gonna do that.
I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I just think he is though. He's not gonna play the main squad. I think we should play.
If we lose,
we should play parts of the main squad.
Yeah,
not all the main squad.
Not all the main squad, yeah, but parts.
Like have Ibu Gomez, Bradley still. Have Robertson as our back four. Have that as our back four because Gomez is back now. Jones, Grav.
Yeah.
Sabazalai, Vert. May still go. I don't know who else we got. Engamoa as well.
That's what I'm saying. Who? When you say play the kids, who? You know.
No, we do have under 21s to play, and I think he might bring under 21s up for maybe for this
I'm
game.
not sure Slot's going to do it. I think he'll play a couple. I think he'll play the majority of the main team. He might throw in about 3 or 4 kids. I think he'll play Mamadashvili. I think he'll play Ungamoa. I think he'll play Chiesa. But I think I think he'll play Curtis Jones. He's gonna play some players in there. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? He'll play the main squad, the ones that he don't play. So basically, he's definitely gonna be playing Curtis Jones. Well, he plays Curtis Jones, but I think he'll be there in the midfield. But yeah, I think Ungamoa and Chiesa will play. I think.
Yeah, I reckon as well, because Chiesa can get game time. Slightly usually plays Chiesa in these games. And Gamoa, Sabazala maybe. That's a striker, maybe put Gakpo up there or something like that. We can have a decent, we should have a more and good enough team to beat Barnsley. But again, it's a cup game, anything can happen. Mohamed Afrili will probably play. Karen Ramsey will probably play. Ngamoa, Chiesa. So if we can play them ones, I think we've got a more and good enough chance to win it.
Computers froze again. Can't get the finger.
But I think I'm confident going into this game, and at the same time, not happened to the Carabao Cup. At the end of the day, Carabao Cup was Palace in it, but we parted the kids, which gave us the less chance of actually going through to the next round. Yeah, we just need to get through Barnsley, maybe get our confidence up, start getting on maze again, because our recent games have just been draws. So we need to get back to winning games again. I think that Barnsley game could lift our spirits up for some players, and then I don't know who we got after Barnsley, but we just got to get on winning ways again, because we've just been dropping too many points, which I'm not happy about. Of course, I'm happy to get a draw and a good performance at Arsenal, because it was a great performance, and the players trying the best thing you can do is try. But we need our confidence up, definitely. I think the Arsenal game could be part of it. But Barnsley game was a chance to rest a lot of players, rest them up for the Premier League to come until the Premier League comes back again. I just want to get through the next round. That's all I want to do, because the FA Cup is probably a trophy that we might only win this season. Of course, I think we can still probably get through in the Champions League, but in terms of domestic, that's our only domestic trophy we could realistically win. So we've got to try our best in that, get through in that tournament, and then focus on the Champions League. But maybe the league is too late for us. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with the league at the moment, because we are a lot of points behind. But I just want to finish top 4. I want to get an FA Cup.
Yeah, we did.
And a Champions League. So that's what I would reckon. If we finish the season top 4, FA Cup, Champions League, I won't be too bothered with that. I'll be happy with an FA Cup, to be honest with you. I'll be happy with an FA Cup.
I think that we can go far in the FA Cup if we because obviously the early rounds, we should get through them, the early rounds. And I think by the time we get to the later rounds, we'll have our players back. I think we'll have our players. I think Isak might come back March, early April. And I think Isak will come back. Ekitike will be back in a couple of weeks, maybe. I reckon when we come back after 10 days. When we're back to the Premier League in 10 days. I know we've got a cup game on Monday, FA Cup. But I'm on the back when the Premier League returns in 10 days. I think Ekitike will be back. So that's a good sign, as long as we can keep him fit. And I think we could go far in the FA Cup. I would love to win the FA Cup. It's a respected club, cup. It's the oldest club in world football. And I think we can go far. Regarding the Champions League, I would like to qualify automatically. We're going to see when we go back there if we can get through the top 8. I don't want to play the playoff games. You get me? I don't want to do all that. I want to get out of there. I want to get in there straight away. Automatically qualifying, so that gives us that extra rest as well to go to push on. The fact we're not in the Carabao Cup as well, that's kind of helps us a little bit, because we play less games. So that might help us out as well. But the key thing is we need to buy players. We need to buy a right back now. We need to buy a player that can play alongside the back line, because Conor Bradley's out now, and what's going to happen is, because Conor Bradley's out, he's probably going to play Frimpong in right back, and I don't want that. I don't want to see Frimpong in right back. I want to see Frimpong the way he's playing now. That right wing. I like him there. He's like a wing back, right winger. I like seeing Frimpong there. He's good there. got the pace, he's good there. And the fact that they've brought back Gomez, he's not going to be able to play alongside with Frimpong. He just ain't got the legs, just ain't got it. And if he does start running too much, yeah, he'll get injured again. So that's a red flag right there. It's a red flag that Conor Bradley's gone, and we need to go and dip into the transfer window. And if you only have to buy one player in the January window, buy a defender. I think Mark Guay will be a perfect fit for us. See, I was high on Mark Guay last season. We should have brought him. I think we messed about. Liverpool messed up. But now we've got other teams in for him as well. But I think we should push for him and try and get Mark Guay, because Mark Guay could play the right back, because I know he's a centre back, but he can play right back as well. So if you could bring in Mark Guay, he could play the right back, and Frimpong will be that right winger. You get me? Like he's playing now the wing back or whatever you want to call it. And I think that would work. You get me? That would work. But we definitely need to reinforce the defense, because we're looking very, very light. You get me? Can't rely on Gomez. Gomez will play 1 or 2 games and he'll be injured again. And it's a shame. And if he wasn't like that, I would play Gomez. But we have to get a right back. They have to back slot now to get a right back, Toto.
Yeah, because our squad is very, very light, and the club decided. The reason I say club, because I don't know who's in charge of signings at the moment. I'm going with the owners. That's me. The club decided to go with a small squad, and we were very, very limited. We had Leone, we had Gomez as the 2 centre backs. Leone got injured, then we only had Gomez, then Gomez got injured, and we went down to 2 centre backs. Now Gomez is back, and of course we just signed another centre back who's 18-year-old centre back. I forgot his name now. As a backup, so we've got 2 backups at the moment. Bradley's gone. We've only got Frimpong, so we're pretty light, and we've got to try. At this point, if we don't buy a right back in January, we're gonna have to force maybe Szoboszlai back into right back again. We'll probably have to do that again, then play Jones in the 10, or Wirtz on the 10, or Jones and either on the wing, because that's good. That's what we're gonna end up doing. Is having Szoboszlai at right back, having Wirtz on the left, and having Jones in the middle, and then whoever on the right, Chiesa or I don't know. But if we don't buy a right back, we're gonna be pretty light, and then we're gonna start forcing players in different positions and play Gomez a lot more. And then maybe Gomez can get injured. I'm just thinking the worst case scenario, because that realistically could happen because of Gomez's injury. Gomez's injury record. Now Bradley's injured. We haven't got really any backups there, and we're going to have to start forcing players in different positions if we don't sort it out this month in January.
I totally agree, Toto. Yeah, I think we're going to get a defender. I think Mark Guay fits. He fits that he fits at what we need. He fits what we need. Bring in Mark Guay if we can. He can play centre back. He can play right back. He can fill in for Conor Bradley. Got Frimpong there as that wing back, right winger. When Salah comes back, I don't know if Salah's going to get back into him. How they're going to put Salah back into the team? Maybe they'll put him central as that striker to rotate with Ekitike. You get me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. So yeah, at the moment, for some reason, everything's froze again. So you're gonna have to bring your player line up, because I might have to leave and come back.
Have to create it then.
Unless you can wait there and then I can sort it out. I've just froze. Everything's froze again. All I did is open a folder to get our player line up, yeah, and it just froze, just like yesterday. So yeah, so I'm gonna come back and see if I can come back in.
Yeah.
I'll stay for a bit because I can still see you and everything. Yeah, actually we could talk from here. We can keep the screen going, but I can't get to the chat unless I can. Let's see if I can get to the chat. I can see if I can open another page. It's finger what's froze. It's Google.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using Safari, man. Safari is probably the best thing. People keep saying to me, Use Safari.
Yeah, it probably is. Google can be glitchy at times, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and come back if I can. Trolls are welcome as well, but remember to like the video. I'll be back in a minute.
Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. People joining in. We have currently got 5 people in there now. Got 5 people in there, only 4 likes. Come on,
I'll
guys,
be back
man.
in a minute.
Hit the likes, hit the subscribes, and get your thoughts in the game. Whether if you're a Liverpool fan or not, all fans are welcome. Even the troll fans are welcome. You know, just get your thoughts in the game.
I'll be back in a minute, so I might just come off the screen in a minute, right?
Yeah.
I'm waiting to restart it. I can't even see the chat room. So what's the chat saying? Don't put the road, put the positive comments up. The other ones you can just they can just do one. Or like the video as well. Subscribe.
Turkish Stadium. This is regarding the balance of the game. Mamadashvili, Ramsey, Robbo, Chiesa, Rio Jones will definitely be out there in the 11. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, Slot don't go too many kids. We don't want to throw away his cup because I believe that Slot threw away the Carabao Cup because maybe he's thinking that we had too much fixtures to play. I don't know. We shouldn't have threw it away, but in my opinion, I think he did. But I think this time he will put his team out there for the FA Cup. Not the main team, because you can get a few kids in there, but some rotational play, stick him in there, get him minutes, and basically improve them. You know, get him minutes and make sure they get a good run time of football. That's basically what we should do, really. But yeah, guys, set up the player ratings. Just set up the player ratings and stuff like that. But Liverpool, I'm happy, Liverpool, man. Happy at what? Happy with our performance yesterday, really. Happy with our performance, and I want to see that more often now. Okay, so Gravenberch started, and people watching, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Feel free to hit like and subscribe. We really appreciate everyone, even if you're a silent listener. Again, I'm sometimes out in channels as well, so completely understand where you're coming from. Just hit the likes, man. Yeah, just improve the channel. It just recommends us out there, gets us out there in the algorithm, you know what I mean? So motivates us more. We had Dominic there. Then we have there. But yeah, our lineup was very good. It was kind of unique the way Wirtz and Gakpo playing as a third centre back at times, playing teasing with the right back and right centre back position, which is absolutely mad. Then you had Wirtz going into the 9, and then both of them just switching each other most of the time on defence. Gakpo was playing as a third centre back, which was pretty weird, but it did work, man. It did work, and it allowed our back line to be more solid. Definitely. But yeah, so the lineup was Becker, Kirkes, Virgil, Kanai, Bradley, Maka, Grav, Sobo, Wirtz, Frimpong, and Gakpo. That was the starting 11. And mate, we should go with that starting 11 more often. Definitely. But I saw a different side of Liverpool, man. A different side of Liverpool. And apparently we just signed a defender. Apparently, we just signed a defender from Amity FC. Let me explain to you guys. So, Liverpool working fast to transfer window. Second transfer in just 1 day. 2 deals in the first week. So, earlier today, Liverpool officially announced signing Anna Joshandel from Hammarby IF. The Norway forward had joined Liverpool into the third side of that club. So after the women's team, into the women's team. Liverpool has officially signed. So where's this centre back we're talking about? So Amity FC defenders have officially joined Liverpool. So basically, we have signed another defender, which is good. You know, I'm glad that we're actually moving. But these are young defenders from. No disrespect to the club, I ain't heard of them clubs before. Amity FC, never heard of them clubs before. But hey, we must see something in them if they if they're getting transferred to Liverpool. That's the way I see it. Again, people in the chat room, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm gonna check who the defender actually is and explain it to you a lot. So, LFC signing defender. Yeah. So more Tala Ndiaye. So he came from Senegal, under 17 World Cup. And yeah, he's officially signed today, which again, good. We're signing centre backs. £1 million deal. Flipping now. £1 million, you know. When's the last time I saw that? When's the last time I saw that in football? But yeah. Now we've signed another defender from Celta Vigo. So look, guys, Liverpool are moving very, very fast in the transfer window. You know, you don't really expect in Liverpool, expect the deals to be slow, but we are moving fast. We're not messing around, man. We need to sign defenders at the end of the day, and we are doing it. We are doing that, and it will improve our team for it.
I've got it up now. So
Yeah.
1 second.
Sorry, you got to fix your mic.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm glad they were actually signing defenders.
Was my mic playing up again? Is it the camera one?
No, it's not the camera one. It's just like it's cutting out like every time you talk. Like sometimes I'm hearing some. I think it's the pot filter or something like that.
It's the end.
Yeah, there you go.
What about now?
Yeah, it's fine now. It's fine.
Let me just put my light on so because I look a bit shady.
But yeah, we're definitely Liverpool moving busy, and we just signed that guy today, Nalo from the one who's in the under-17 World Cup from Senegal, and they've apparently signed another one from Amity FC, who's joined Liverpool. So
today.
Yeah. So Amity FC defender officially joins Liverpool, and of course we've just signed and sealed delivery with that Nalo signing. You know, that Senegal centre back from the under-17 World Cup. And then,
yeah,
that's the two signings in 1 week. That is good. Of course, they're young players, and for some we're buying these young players, but there's still centre backs we need because when Leone. So at the moment now we got Amdele Nalo, Gomez as the two centre backs. That are the backup centre backs. So far, so good. We just need to buy more. We've just got to buy more.
Huh?
No, I'm saying that it's good.
I'll just block that guy, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably from. Did you block him or was it me or you want to do it?
No, it was you.
I blocked him. I blocked him. Actually, let him. I don't want. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah, big up, man. This is what you get. This is what you get. You get me. You know what I mean?
Toxic fans.
No. They started with that. When's the last time you won the league, bro? Were you even born?
Never mind the Premier League. When you won the Champions League? Never.
Oh yeah. Actually, let's Google that, guys. Google on your phone right now. Whoever's watching, Google this right now. This is for my TikTok. Listen, guys. Google this. Google in your phone. When is the last time Arsenal has won a Premier League? Oh, no, not a Premier League. I got a better one for you. Google this in your phone. When's the last time Arsenal won a Champions League? Here's my phone. Wikipedia. Oh yeah, never. Move on. Anyway, that's my TikTok, man. You know, gotta do my TikTok. But yeah, let's just bring this up and we can get this rolling. I finally got it. So we've got the proper version total, so we don't have to deal with that other one. And we'll do the play line up for the players. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Why is it like that? I got it. I'll change it. There you go.
That's
That
fine.
one's better. Let's bring this up. Get a bit bigger.
I think Arnie slot. We'll talk about Arnie slot at the end. We'll wait a minute.
Yeah, talk about that, right?
Yeah, so we'll start with Alisson.
What do you say?
We'll start with Alisson.
Yeah, start with Alisson. Go on.
Yeah. Alisson, I'm giving 8 out of 10 for me. He looked top for this one, Alisson, didn't he? He's very, very good. He did better. He saved so many key chances from Arsenal, which is partly why we kept the clean sheet as well. But it was actually amazing, saving some key moments, some key chances from Arsenal. Some of his distribution again a bit iffy. His distribution, one long ball when he just sent it long and it just went straight out. Again, it was just poor decision making from Ali. It was a good idea. But it was just overhit. It's just unlucky, that's all. But I'm saying 8 for Ali.
Alisson, yeah, I'm gonna agree. Thanks to Liverpool's solid defense yesterday. Alisson kept a clean sheet. He had a couple. He didn't really have no shots at him. He had a couple of easy saves. He had an easy night, and you would have never expect that playing Arsenal an easy night. But like I said, I've been saying as a set piece specialist. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. Totally agree on that one. Won't disagree on that one, Alisson. Where's Ali? There you go. 108. Excellent total. Alisson with an 8. Totally agree, Toto. Totally agree. Let's move on to Kirkes.
Oh, 10. Straight 10. Locked up Saka, locked up Madueke, good in attack. That's all I need to say. 10 for Kirkes.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? As always.
Very, very good.
Yeah, not always, but he started. Well, not as always, but he's starting
He's
to.
Getting better. He's getting better, isn't he?
Hopefully, he can carry this momentum into the next game.
He was very up for this one. You can see that.
You think they're going to play Robbo in the cup game? Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
That'd be the smart move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kirkes for me, brilliant player. He got beat a couple of times by Saka, but overall he played good. He had Skelly on toast when Skelly came on as a substitute. Skelly didn't know where Skelly thought he was.
Yeah, Madueke as well.
Yeah, he had Madueke, but when Skelly came on, Skelly thought he was fast. No, not Madueke. So I was talking about Frimpong.
Yeah,
Frimpong when he's done over Skelly. But yeah, regarding Kirkes, Kirkes was brilliant. He got, like I said, he got done a couple of times on that side, but overall he was showing the Kirkes from Bournemouth, innit? He came out on top in the second half against the England winger. He locked up Saka in the second half, so we got his own back on him. There's nothing Saka really could do. He kind of kept him a little bit quite quiet in the second half. I thought he was everywhere. He was a Trojan. He was a Trojan on the football pitch, showing tenacity, showing passion. He's grit, and that's what you want to see from your fullbacks. And Kirkes yesterday, which I will announce later who the man of the match is. Kirkes was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. What did you give him, Toto?
10.
I agree with you, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah. Kirkes, 100%. Where is he? There you go. Just scroll this up. Who's at the top? There he is. Kirkes. Totally agree. I'm not going to argue. He was brilliant yesterday. Absolutely brilliant yesterday, Kirkes.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Virgil van Dijk.
8. Very, very good, Virgil van Dijk. I think he covered off well for Kirkes. And again, many people say that it was a bit afraid. I don't think he was. Why does he need? That's what I'm saying, yeah. Why does he need to get touch tight to Saka when he can delay him in the lane, which is the whole point of defenders, delaying the attacker, and then waiting for Kirkes to get back into position, and then Virgil done his job well because he delayed the attack from Saka, wait for Kirkes to go back in his position, and then Virgil shifted back into his position, and Kirkes was on Saka again. What did Virgil do wrong there? I don't know. But again, you got people just. I don't want to get into it, but Virgil van Dijk did very well, so I'm going to say 8.
Yeah. Yeah. Virgil isn't running away for no one. He's just more smarter now. He'll rather Kirkes do most of the running. Why does he need to run a lot, Virgil? He's only going to run when he has to. He's like the 2020 Virgil would have ran. But he don't need to. He's not scared of no one. He's just being clever. He's basically works smarter, not harder. That's what he's doing now. So, yeah, I think him and Kirkes are kind of showing that kind of partnership now, innit?
Yeah.
I thought he done good. I'm going to give him a 7 total.
Van Dijk?
Yeah, what do you give him?
I said 8.
7.5 then. Thought he played good.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll give him 8. Why not? We've done Kirkes. Kanate.
I was going to say the same. I thought he was very, very good. I reckon for passing option, Kanate provided that every time across the back line. Played out the press very well. And in the second half, when we pushed up higher, it was much better. So I'm going to say Kanate for 8.
Yeah, I'm just putting my notes here. I thought Kanate had a good game yesterday. Again, showing we know Kanate didn't have the best game. Best season at the beginning of the season. But yeah, he showed fight yesterday. He was encouraging, returning to form, as we know of Kanate. I was happy because, Kanate, one of my favourite players for Liverpool. And I think he's a great defender. He does make mistakes, like everybody else does on the football pitch. But yeah, Ibra Kanate is up there. Just like what happened yesterday with Gabriel Martinelli Clown. This is why I always put the thumbnails on. There's a reason why I put the thumbnails on, because it attracts trolls, innit? And I like when trolls engage. Because all you got to do to the Arsenal trolls is say, where's your European trophy? And it completely dismantles them. They can talk about as many charity shields that they've won. Good for you. You probably got the record for charity shields. Good for you. But what about the European trophy? And by the way, London is blue. Get that through as well. London is blue. So let's move on. Yeah, brilliant. Yep. Totally agree, Toto. What we're on now? Kanate, 7. Not 8. 8.
Yeah, I said 8. Yeah.
Ibru. That's what you're gonna do. So if anyone's in the chat room, if you're a Liverpool fan, you know this already. If you argue with an Arsenal fan, the way you dismantle them and say, "Where's your European trophy?" and you just kill them. But we've been in loads of semi-finals. But have you won it though?
Yeah, I won it.
Exactly. So let's move on to Kanate. Yeah, 8. And I say you dismantle them. Then you got trash mouth coming in and you do that. It's very simple. Block and move on. I love it. I do. Let's go. Let's move on to the next one. Is Conor Bradley.
Good performance.
Yeah.
He just clipped the crossbar, man. Flipping out.
No.
But the way he was winning fouls. He was progressing the ball forward a lot. Urgency, the confidence to drive that ball into that space, and he made. I think it was a 26th minute when he took that shot. Yeah, I'm gonna say 8 for Bradley. Again, another 8. I think the whole back line was excellent.
Yeah, that was
excellent.
Yeah, he was so unlucky. He was that 30-yarder. I think it was the 26 minutes of the game where he took that shot and he just missed out. Shame for him. He got but sometimes through Trossard, he left him trailing in his wake, stretched off with a worrying injury, and the Martinelli decided to grab him and throw him onto the side like some stupid geek. And I don't care if he apologizes, you scum, in my opinion. In that time, you scum. Shouldn't have did that. It was wrong. And for me, Conor Bradley, I would say a 7. Nah, 8. The whole back line. Conor was a savage. That's the only thing Conor Bradley, bro, and I mentioned this before on the stream. He's injury prone. And I hope, because I think he's only 24, 23 now, 24. Hopefully Conor Bradley can bounce out of this.
I think it's tore, isn't he? I don't know. I don't know about the injury update, but it looked like it's tore, isn't he?
Yeah. He's riddled with injuries. They're kind of piling up, aren't they?
He's going to be out for quite a while.
He's going to be out, yeah.
Yeah, we've got to look for fullbacks. We've got to look for the whole flipping team.
I know we've passed Virgin, and I know we've passed Virgin, we've passed Canate, yeah. I mean Frimpong, yeah. I know we've talked about them too, but don't you think it was funny when Virgil kept spamming balls to Frimpong, especially when Skelly came on, because he was cooking Skelly on that side there, and Virgil, every time Virgil got the ball, yeah, he was just spamming balls to Frimpong. It was hilarious. I know it was just sort of simple, but you could see, you get me.
Yeah,
because when Skelly came on, Skelly was not a problem. Now Skelly last season was a problem. You know, he was good last season, but this season, I know he hasn't played a lot of games for Arsenal. Don't really follow Arsenal, but the commentator said he hasn't really played that many games. Arteta's kind of limit his minutes. When he came on, he doesn't even look like he was ready to come on. He looked like he just crawled out of bed. He didn't even look like he was ready to come on. He looked like he was tired. He came on and he was getting cut by Frimpong, and Virgil goes, "Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep spamming balls to Frimpong, because I know Frimpong's going to take him," and he was. And in that scenario, I think Frimpong should have got a goal. We didn't have, but it is what it is. Let's move on to the midfield then, Toto.
Maka.
Let's move on, yeah.
Much better performance today from McAllister. You know, he did very well against Rice in midfield, and I thought he progressed the ball forward very, very well. But look, he looked better today, McAllister. So I'm gonna go with a 7 for Maka. Looked much better.
It was superiority. I would have given him 8. I think he was brilliant in the midfield. Controlled the midfield, looking like the old McAllister again. And I talked about this at the beginning of the video. I think he was really good for us. So yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. So we can do 7.5.
Yeah,
I think he was really good, McAllister. And I think this break now has come at the right time.
Definitely.
We've had a lot of games. I know it's not just us. We're not in the. I know when it's not just us with a lot of games, but all I can do is talk for us. I don't care about the other teams. I care about Liverpool. We played a lot of games. So yeah, 7.5 for Maka. Let's go on to Dominic. Now Ryan Gravenberch.
Again, much better game. I was going to go 7 for Gravenberch as well. I thought much better game. Split the lines very well. Progressed it well. Great forward passes. So I'll go 7.
Yeah, he looked good against Rice and Zubimendi in midfield. Gravenberch. He stood the test. I thought before the game I was worried for him and Vert in midfield, coming up against them two in that midfield. And but I think Ryan Gravenberch looked really good yesterday. Hats off to him. He the test, and he passed in flying colours. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Where do you want? Where do you say 7 as well? Isn't it?
Yeah.
There's Grav. Where is he? So, yeah, let's move on to Dominic Szoboszlai.
I think okay performance from Szoboszlai. I thought his pressing was good. His closing down the players was good.
Yeah.
His work rate getting up there. You can't really fault him with the work rate. He had the courage to shoot a lot of the times. It was kind of limited space.
Yeah.
Still, he did his best. So I'm going to say 6 for Sobo.
Yeah, totally agree. Look, he's been arguably Dominic Szoboszlai has probably been arguably our best midfielder this season so far. I know we're halfway. I think we're not even. I think next game will be halfway through the season. We're not there yet. We're nearly halfway through the season, but arguably he's been our best midfielder alongside Ekitike, our two best players for Liverpool this season. And he impressed me again. Controlling the play. Had a couple of shots. He had two free kicks. The one kind of went far, but the second one was close. He just missed the bar, and he looked confident, man. And like there was interview him after the game, and they spoke to him and said, "What do you think of those free kicks? What do you think of the game?" He goes, "Look, I've got to practice more on the free kicks." Even though the game had finished, he was still in focus mode, isn't it? And he goes, "I want to practice more on my free kicks." And I thought, yeah, that's a good answer. And he said he was happy with the game. It looked like he was happy with the game, but again, he looked like he thought maybe we could have nicked it at the end, but we never. But overall, I thought it was a great performance by Dominic Szoboszlai, and I think he should get 7. Should get 7, in my opinion.
Yeah. Just 6.5.
Yeah, you gave. What did you give him?
6.
Okay, 6.5. Where is he? Right, next one. Who's next? We've done Gravenberch here. We've done him. So what we're on to now? We're on to the strikers.
Strikers who Frimpong. We'll go we'll start the wing, isn't it? From the right. So Frimpong, I'm gonna give 7.5. I thought very, very good. He did so well on them wings. Good crosses. He just needed to have that confidence to shoot, man, because I believe he would have scored. He had a clear-cut chance there. He should have shot across goal. Even just shoot on target. Do something, man. Because Gakpo's running there for a rebound as well. So, yeah. Very, very good performance from Frimpong. I would say 7.5.
Frimpong is he's a breath of fresh air. When Salah left to AFCON, or when he was about to leave to AFCON, and I think me and you discussed this at the beginning of the season, we were so happy that we got Frimpong because we both said, this is what we both said, that he's got pace, he can play right back, he can play that winger as a wing back, so effectively he can be a winger as well. And a lot of the fan base will say, no, he can't be a right winger, it's no good. All he can be is a right back. I goes, no, he can play right wing as well because he's done it with Bayer Leverkusen. I watched him when he was in Bayer Leverkusen. I've always been a big fan of Jeremy Frimpong. He's got the pace, he's got the tenacity, he's got the passion, and he's got the grit. He might be short, but short don't mean nothing. He's got it, man. He's got it. Look, I know his finishing is questionable and his decision making is questionable, but he's got the passion, he's got the pace, and he's got the will to learn. And I think you can still help him out with in coaching. You can probably help him out with his decision making. That can be coached. You get me? And he's not too old to learn. His pace, his energy gave Arsenal something to think about. Arsenal was on the back foot with Jeremy Frimpong there. His surging runs going forward. He had Skelly on toast. Skelly didn't know where to put himself, and he was brilliant going forward. What was it for? Who was a guy named? Who did he come on for again? Who was starting right left back for them? He was just starting left back. What's his name? The one who got injured. I forgot his name now. The one who got injured, he came on for Skelly.
Oh, I forgot him now.
But anyway, you know that guy, yeah.
Timber.
Huh?
Timber.
No, the one who we replaced. Could you remember when Skelly came on? Remember when Skelly came on and then he replaced it? Anyway, the guy what came off, he was injured, he came off and Skelly came on. Lewis Skelly came on, and then Jeremy Frimpong was having him over on pace. But anyway, it don't matter. But anyway, Jeremy Frimpong was brilliant. Decision make. The only thing he lacked was his decision making in the final third. apart from that, he was good. And I think he should have
Eze.
took. I don't know. He should have put. He should have took a pop on goal instead of passing it to Wirtz. I think he should have had a because when he outpaced Skelly had loads of space. He could have came a bit forward and try and have a chance at goal. But look, it is what it is. But overall, I thought he had a brilliant game. And I'm going to give him 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
What you give him?
That's the 7.5. We might as well go for an 8.
I think it was really good.
Yeah.
And we'll do our man of the match after the game. So let's move on to Florian Wirtz. For me, Florian Wirtz was really good again yesterday. He's showing glimpse of why we paid all that money for him. I forgot when it was during the game. When was it now? It was during the game when he had the ball. It was in the second half. He had the ball and he took on about 3 or 4 players.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was good. Yeah.
skilling it. You see that? That's what he did. That's what he did at Bayer Leverkusen on a week in and week basis. This is why he was so popular. Why people wanted him. He showed some true skill there. Obviously, they had to chop him down, and then you had the big ape and Gabriel tried to grip him up and pick him up, and then Wirtz said, "Nah, I'm sitting down." Yeah, I thought Wirtz played good yesterday as well. I wouldn't give him an 8. I wouldn't give him an 8. I'd probably give him a 7 or maybe a 7.5. But he did play good yesterday, Wirtz.
Yeah.
And he's only gonna get better. And people know that he's a good player, and people know eventually he will cook for Liverpool. But yesterday, that move that he done, and we've got to see more of that. That's Wirtz.
Yeah.
And he's just got the ball and dribble, like a bit like not like Maradona, but you know, he can take the players on, man. I want him to learn, and once he gets confident and he starts scoring regular, because I know he's had 2 goals for us already. But when he starts getting regular assists and stuff like that, I think he's gonna cook. But you know what? I think the problem with Liverpool, I think with Wirtz is he hasn't got the players to go alongside him. You know, when Wirtz gets into certain pockets and he's waiting for the ball, the player he's not there. Or if he runs with the ball and he's passing it and the player's not there, I don't think him and Gakpo work good together. Him and Gakpo don't work good together. I think if Diaz was there, if Diaz was at Liverpool, I think he would have worked good with Wirtz. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like Wirtz worked good with Frimpong at the moment.
Yeah. Obviously, because they played with each other by Leverkusen. But I could see Wirtz playing well with Diaz as well. And I think when Wirtz gets into these certain pockets, the way he plays, sometimes the players are not there in position. That's why the team has to be. This is why Klopp now, he's got to revolve the team around Florian Wirtz. He's the key for our team for success. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I thought he played good yesterday. I'll probably give him 7. 7. Nah, you know what? 7.5. 7.5. What are you giving him?
Yeah, I said the same about Wirtz. I thought he's getting better every single time. You can see on the ball he was good. Off the ball, he was up there as well. Maybe a limited space at times, but when he did have it, he made the most out of it. Created some chances as well. So yeah, 7.5.
Right. Who's next then?
Gakpo.
Gakpo was. I don't think he was that good.
He weren't good in attack, but
I think he was the weakest link out of our team.
Yeah, I think he offered a lot defensively though. And it was good rotating between Wirtz and Gakpo, that 9 spot. But Gakpo didn't really offer anything in attack. But I think coming back, tracking back, you can't really fault that. I'll go with 6 for Gakpo.
I was surprised at Slot in this game that he didn't bring on Ngamoa. When we played Newcastle, and I think it was the last few minutes of the game, and then he brought on Ngamoa, and Ngamoa would look lively, and he came on and got that winning goal against Newcastle, which for me was one of the greatest moments of this season so far. That was good news for the kid coming on and doing that. I think that Slot should have brought on Ngamoa towards the end. I'd say about 10 minutes. I know why he kept on Gakpo for that defensive kind of structure kind of thing, but it would have been. I think he should have brought on Ngamoa, and I think maybe he could have done something in a game of this magnitude. It would have helped the kid for experience as well to get used to it. You know, you leave on the bench, he's not going to get experience, is he? It's all right watching, it's all right training, but you're going to get involved in games. And I think Ngamoa would have come on. It would have suited this game. But overall, I thought Cody Gakpo was poor. I don't think he was. I wouldn't say poor. Yeah, but look, more than often, look, he ended up moving to the left anyway. He worked hard, but he was ineffective. It's just the way he was ineffective. So I'm going to give Gakpo a 5. I'm not going to give him 4. I'm going to give him 4. That's just my opinion. I think he was okay.
I said 6, but
I don't think he was 6. No way, not in my opinion anyway. So we can meet in the middle if he wants. We'll give him 5.
Yeah,
because I thought he was okay, but he was out of our players. He was the weak link. He was definitely the weak link. So right, what we're giving Big Ed Slot?
I'll say 8 for Slot. I thought he put our team there that he focused more on defensive stability over the flair and attack and all that. It just focused on being solid, which was good. And I thought we created some chances, some efficient chances in that game. He didn't really sub anyone on. I think if it weren't for the Bradley injury, he wouldn't have subbed anyone on anyway.
He made one sub, and he was forced to,
because he was happy with his team and he was happy that it was actually doing well. So what's the point? Like old saying, if nothing's broken, don't fix it. You know. And it was good. Maybe I would have put Ngamoa on for Gakpo, maybe. But that's it really. I thought overall he was doing well. So I'll say 8.
Yeah. Joey G. No, honestly, I mean, he goes, look, I know people are having slots. I know people are having doubts about Arne Slot. Many Liverpool fans are having doubts about Arne Slot, about whether Slot is the right man to take us forward. I get it. But his tactics were spot on yesterday. You've got to hand it to him. You've got to keep the same energy. If you want him out, and I know there's a lot of our fan base want Arne Slot out, but he done right. The tactics are right. He frustrated Arsenal with some extra firepower. We could have won the game. We could have nicked it at the end, and that would have been even more of a masterpiece. But you just got to give it to Arne Slot, man. He got the tactics correct. There's nothing you can say. He got it correct. And that's the Arne Slot I want to see. This is why I'm not Slot out yet. This is why I'm not Slot out. I'm Slot fix it. And I've been the same. Slot fix it. Fix the problem. Get us in the top 4. Get us in the Champions League. Win us the FA Cup. You know, fix the problem. Now, if at the end of the season, the board decides to get rid of him, that's the board's decision, not mine. I don't make those decisions, right? I don't make those decisions. I'm here to, get all these spams out, man. Go away, innit?
Oh, no.
Just spam it. I'm going to delete it anyway. It's come from Twitch, so it's all right. Yeah, so you've got to give him his flowers. Like I said, I'm not here to make the decision. I'm not the board. I've got an opinion, and my opinion is Slot fix it. People say, "Oh, why are you saying that for?" Because I am. You can say you want that, and I'll say I want this. And me, it's Slot fix it. And like I said, at the end of the season, and the Hughes and Edwards come to the conclusion that they don't want him at the club anymore. That's their problem. You bring someone else in, then I'll support that manager as well. Because that's what we're doing. It we support the club. Yeah. So I'm not here to make those decisions. I don't earn enough to make those decisions. I'm not in that position to make those decisions. That down to Hughes and Edwards and the team and the club, if they want him at the club or not. But for now, this season, I want him to fix the problem. And again, if they get rid of him at the end of the season, that's their problem and not ours. Our problem is supporting the club and going forward. But Slot was a masterpiece yesterday. He took it to Arsenal. And I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah, agree.
I'll give him a 9. Let's go. Big head slut, man. Who'd ever thought that he'd get that 9 ever, innit? Big head slut. He's the prince slut. That's how we look at it, man. That's it. There you go. Done. So that's it, man. That's the end. We're back. So total hammer, man. What you saying? I'm gonna check these other news before we head off, and then that's it.
Yeah. It was a good game, wasn't it? It was a good game.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can carry the momentum through to the cup and the Premier League. Of course, I really want to get through the cup, but again, the Premier League, everything's important to Liverpool so far at the moment. So, yeah, so far so good. We dominated the game, especially in the second half. Dominated the game. I've just got to keep that consistency throughout. I reckon, because the players are improving, game by game.
Okay. I'm gonna talk. Let's just talk about this now. This is what we're doing. It. Let's talk about this. You know how crazy it gets at these times. You get me? So, as I'm surfacing the web, there's rumors coming out now that Dembele just dropped a massive bombshell, boys, snubbing PSG's juicy contract extension. Total rejection chaos. So we know that Enrique denied a new contract for PSG, and that is facts. That's in the news. That's facts. So he doesn't want to sign a new contract at this point for PSG. And Dembele also, if these reports are correct, he just stumped the contract as well. Toto, the only problem I've got with this, with Enrique, all right? Now, like I said, I'm slut fix it. I'm not slut out. I'm slut fix it. But if Liverpool decides to part ways with Arne Slot, that's their problem, innit? And they bring in another manager. But again, I'm not slut out. I'm slut fix it. And Slot's here next season. I'm still going to be all right with it. You get me? I'm still all right with it. Yeah. Because that'll be another couple of years that he's been with the team to shape his team, innit? But if they bring in another, if they go after Enrique, the only problem I got with this is if Pep leaves Man City, he's going to City. It's going to make it difficult. That's the one I'm going to worry about. If Enrique comes to the Premier League and then he goes to City, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Pep decides to leave, I don't think Pep's going to leave, though. I think Pep will stay there till he wins the league. He could win it this season still. Still, we're not even halfway for the season. There's only 6 points between him and Arsenal. He could win it. As long as they go on that mad run. They've just got Semenyo. And they're probably going to buy a couple more players and then want to go for it, innit? But what I'm saying is that'll be my only problem. That if Pep wins the league and they go for him. But anyway, that's what's going around on the at the moment. That's from Indy as well, by the way. Indy. So another one we're going to talk about as well. This is coming from Indy again, and I'll get a lot of my news from Indy. And big up to Indy. Indy's he's incredible. He knows people as well. We understand around 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon, which is today, Liverpool Football Club made inquiries for Antonio Nusa. Plays for Leipzig. It's Leipzig, isn't it? The one with the Red Bull sign, isn't it? Yeah. That Leipzig, is that right?
Yeah.
Antonio Nusa, who plays as a left winger for the German Bundesliga club RB Leipzig, and who's at Leipzig and Klopp there. He's considered one of. He's there, isn't he? He's on the board, isn't he? He's considered one of the. He's considered one of the most exciting young prospects in world football, and reports are coming in that Liverpool has been looking at him around about 4 p.m. today.
Yeah, he's involved with them. He's head of global football at Red Bull, but he's not their manager or anything like that.
I'm gonna read that. That's the link I got from IndyCar. So that's more news there. We can go Dembele. Well, I'm not even looking at that. pointless. So it's official. Liverpool have completed the signing of defender Moratala, subject to international clearances. So we've signed that young centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the pictures there from the. He's going to join the under-21 squad. So there you go. He's going to be joining. He won't be joining the main team. He's going to be joining the under-21 squad. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in the FA Cup, even on the bench. He's going to be joining the under-21 squad, subject to international clearance. So they're getting prepared for centre-backs now, getting them in now. So he said Liverpool have signed, this is from David Lynch, Liverpool have signed 3 young centre-back halves, centre halves in January and are targeting a 4th. Here's inside track and strategy and who is. I told you, well, we know this already. When it comes to building your team, you got to build from the back.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a 5th centre-back. Now they're targeting a 4th one. A 4th one now. They signed 3 and they're targeting a 4th. So there you go. What else? That's it. And that's it. So we have signed the player now. But what I want to see now, what I want to see now is Liverpool getting a right back.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's what I want to see. At least a right back or a defender that can play alongside the back line. And that's what we need at our club.
Yeah.
So before we head off, a last bit of news. Fredo Chiesa would love to return to Juventus. The player is in contact with former teammates. LFC are asking for a figure around about 15 million for the winger's transfer. Juventus has no intention of spending that kind of money on a backup. So they've said that they really want him, but he's going to be a backup. And so Liverpool want money for him. So they don't want to let him go on the loan, which is understandable. If you're going to let him go, you're going to let him. You want money, innit? You want money, I understand. So what's your thoughts on that before we head off about Fredo Chiesa?
I mean, he's wasted his career and it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It wasn't a Slot signing. It was a Richie Hughes signing, but Slot didn't want him. If Slot wanted him, if it was a Slot signing, he would be playing him. It's that simple, really. But he's not playing him at the end of the day, and he's just wasting his career here. So it's better off he goes to a different club.
Oh, you reckon he probably ain't got the physicality for the Prem, bro? Could be that.
Could be, but
he ain't got the legs and the physicality for the Premier League.
He's just not getting much the minutes, is he? So
no, he's not enough. So we're never gonna know, are we?
No.
It's a shame because I had high hopes for Chiesa, but the manager thought different. That's it. So that's us sliding off, guys. Big up, remember to smash that like button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And enjoy. We will be back on probably tomorrow to do a player lineup. We'll be back. If not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday for a player lineup. It'll be Sunday now because Saturday I got loads of watch along. Tomorrow I got the women's football's back. Barcelona's playing my team and some other teams. I think Liverpool's playing as well. They're my 2 teams. If you follow me, Barcelona women and Liverpool. But I'll be doing them tomorrow as well. So so I've got a lot on tomorrow. Got to sort the thumbnails out, do some business, but I'll be back live watching on Sunday. We'll do the player lineup for the FA Cup game. So that's it, man. We got Toto. See that, guys. Big up. This is a message to the Arsenal fans. Blah!
Arne Slot is my daddy. He spanks me every time I manage against him. He literally picked me up, put me upside down and spanked me. No Didi. And with this loss, I am well on my way to my goal of finishing second once again this season. Second place Netflix.